So I've had the Datsun 240Z a couple of weeks now, so figured I'd just do a quick update, show you where I've got to, what I've done, what I've found. Kind of went over the engine stuff last time. I haven't found much difference there. I think that alternator may be an upgrade. It looks like it's an AC Delco alternator, so that's a nice thing there. I also found where you got a stainless steel or braided steel hose going to the clutch, but when I did jump in the car and push the clutch pedal down, it's got no clutch at all. It's just very soft, so probably need to bleed that. I also found that we have no brakes on the front at all, which I kind of knew already. You mentioned that too. There's no calipers or anything on the front, so you can see there, the brake line just stops there, so we're gonna have to get brake hoses, some rotors. He did give me the calipers and looks like brake pads are in the back of the car. I'll show those to you yet. But the rotors that are there are all rusted up and pretty much useless. So we'll get those. I do like, how clean it is inside here. Obviously it's all been sprayed, but she seems solid. Everything I've checked out here yet. I do want to take these fenders off. You can see they're kind of loose. So I'm going to take those off just to see what it looks like on the underside and make sure if there's anything that needs to be done, do it now while it's in this kind of condition. Got it all jacked up there, as you can see. You also found, and like I said, I don't know enough about these yet. I've got aluminum drums on the back. I'm not sure if that's an aftermarket upgrade and it's also got braided steel brake lines on the back. I don't know if you can see in there, but the roll cage has been taken up now, along with pretty much everything else. There's no seats or anything there. There's the holes left in the dash from the cage. So I might be looking for another dash. If anybody knows of one other than the ones that cost thousands of dollars I've seen online. Still trying to find myself some doors. There's those rotors and hubs that I was mentioning. There's the calipers. Just looks like the stock single piston. I may upgrade to the Toyota ones that you see a lot of online. I'm lucky enough to work for an auto parts company, so I can get those at a decent price. And I've already checked stock on them, so I know I can get them. Over there you see the rear hatch. That is actually a fiberglass hatch. I didn't mention that last time. With a Lexan window. It weighs nothing. What else can I tell you that I've found so far? I took those front covers off. I've got them sitting up on top of the car here. Take those light covers off. I'm partial to not having the covers on. A lot of my friends and family say to leave them on, but regardless, I'm going to take, you can see here, you can see there's a little bit of a rust bubble starting there. There's some, I'm not sure if it's rust or paint imperfections here. I'm guessing it's probably rust. I want to get that cleaned up anyways. And I'm going to fill those holes just to, if I decide to put them back on, I'll just put them back on with the 3M tape or something like the new modern kits have. I've got that front bumper sold, or air dam that was down here before. It was from the newer generation 260 or 280. So now I've got to find a front air dam. I like the one that was on here, just I got to find one that's got the right configuration for the 240. I've also got to I've got the grill for it, but I've got to straighten out some of the bars and see if that's the look I want to go with, or if I'm going to get a different grill. Like I said, there's no brake fluid in it right now because obviously, like I said, there's no calipers, so no point in having any brake fluid in there yet. Sway bar lengths, like I said, they're just a very common part number for the sway bars. They fit all thousands of different vehicles, so I can get those from work as well. That's an easy thing. I did find out that I got a fiberglass driver's side fender. I was Kind of surprised by that because this is magnetic. She sticks to that. She doesn't stick to that. So, I can show you a little bit better now. It did, after a little more research, I know it's got the R200 rear diff. That's all I've kind of figured out so far. It's the long nose style. As you see in there, I have no axle or drive shaft or anything in the back here yet. I've got them. That's my next kind of step, is to see if they're the right size for this configuration, because they were not attached when I got the car. So I don't know if they didn't fit after putting that rear diff in, or if they just never got around to it before I got this car. So I'm hoping they just fit. If they do, then I'm gonna, obviously didn't change the U-joints and everything because the U-joints look a little bit old. I'll show you those yet when I get a chance. I got them in the back room right now. So I've also got to check the center drive shaft going from the transmission to the rear diff and see if that's the right length, because honestly don't know if that's going to be right either. So still lots of stuff to do, but overall she's a nice start to the project. You can see there where I cut off the roll bar at the back there. I do want to grind her down a little bit more yet and get that a little bit cleaner. You can see there's actually plates welded on there and down there where the roll bar is attached, and up over there, if you can see that. So I'll leave the plates in, but I do want to grind off the rest of the pipe that was there, just to clean it up a little bit. It's not going to be perfect. I never expected it to be, but I'm happy with it so far. If you've got any suggestions for me, any thoughts on what I should do, where I should go with it, let me know. I don't know enough about these cars yet, so I'm still learning. I've had a lot of good advice from people that do have these cars, and haven't spent any money on it yet since I've got it. I'm just trying to find out everything I need to know first before I make any crazy decisions. Well, that's the update for today. We'll send you another one soon.